Assetto Corsa Competizione releasing new DLC update for their game. 5 new cars. And in this video, I would like to give you a little insight what to expect from the new DLC and how to approach it. My name is Jardier, guys, and welcome to this video. Assetto Corsa Competizione released a new update with their new DLC where we have 5 new cars. 4 different classes coming into the game now or being updated to the newest possible physics and the cars as well. We got Ferrari Challenge, Porsche 992 Cup, Lamborghini Supertrofeo Evo 2, BMW M2 CS from TCX class, and Audi GT3 Evo 2. Now, I would like to approach these cars, how to deal with them, and how to understand what these cars are all about. Because personally, I think these cars are a massive update for Assetto Corsa and also for the future of the game itself. Why do I think that? Very simply, guys. Assetto Corsa Competizione, since the beginning, was official blank paint GT racing game or GTW World Challenge racing game. Since the beginning, we had mostly GT3 cars. It was approached as a GT3 racing game itself. Obviously, we had Supertrofeo, we had Porsche Cup from one endurance race from Spa, but these cars were not very good and they were not used too much. They were hard to drive and weird overall and never get updated, so they were not very well. So GT3 was the massive thing in the game only. Then GT4 got released, which basically made the game bigger overall, because we got like official SRO racing game from that. We got GT3 class and GT4, which unlocked some multi-class racing, which was good as well. At the beginning, GT4 class really nice. Not good BOP overall in the GT4, but as a single class, if you do, which we do for our community, for example, we do single class GT4 racing, like McLaren Cup, Maserati Cup, it is awesome in Assetto Corsa Competizione. If you just don't follow GT3, if you also check the other cars as well, it's really amazing. But now, I think in my head, there's a big game changer for the game, guys, because we got proper Lamborghini Supertrofeo Evo 2, which is new car starting this season, a Lamborghini Supertrofeo. Completely new physics, the car is fantastic, sounds awesome. Single class car, guys. Single class car. It's not the thing people need to understand. They're like, GT3. It is fine. But same as an iRacing and such, you have different classes. You know, a little bit slower, a little different, but still amazing. And a single class car racing is one of the best things you can have. Well, cup racing, guys. I'm a huge fan of cup racing. You know, it's the best thing you can have. So we have Lamborghini Supertrofeo Evo 2, single class racing, same cars, you know, over 600 horsepower, 282 kilometers per hour at Monza, you know, super nice car. Then you have Ferrari Challenge, you know, like rich guys driving Ferrari in challenges all around the world. And there are basically 2 things very interesting about this car. First of all, the car is driving almost 300 kilometers per hour in some of the places. I think in Paul Ricard we will actually do 300, over 300 in a slipstream. And the car is insane. Single class again. But very interesting maybe for the future of Assetto Corsa, guys. Very interesting to understand. If you check the liveries say they are from like British GT and so on. But there's 2 liveries get on the side have GT2. So maybe might be like a little hint for the future. We might even get like a GT2 class. It would be very nice. The next we have a Porsche 992 Cup car. You know, again, Porsche Cup, especially Porsche 992 Cup, is all around the world, everywhere in the world. Several versions of this car. For example, iRacing has the version with no ABS, but I was reading a little bit. You can find that this Porsche 992 Cup is mostly with ABS in most of the cups. So ACC has it with ABS, which I'm kind of grateful for because it makes the car a bit easier to drive with higher downforce, no TC. And it makes it like approachable, because the previous Porsche Cup car in ACC, it was like for 10 people, you know, like the rest just didn't like it because the car was like impossible to drive. And then obviously we have the BMW M2 CS, which in my eyes is like the most important car from the whole update. the slowest car in the game right now, completely slowest, because it comes from the TC America. So if you go on YouTube and Google TC America, or if you check YouTube over Google overall TC America, there's a TCX class where this BMW is from United States. They are racing like 4 or 5 cars only, but in the same weekend, same races, and a part of TC America, you have the touring cars, the TCR, other touring cars, the Mini Coopers, there are Hyundais, there are Honda Type R, there are TCR cars overall. So, guys, does this mean maybe the ACC in the future will unlock these cars as well? Because if that's true, I think it's gonna be big, you know, I think it's gonna be very big. Now, this DLC update is only about cars. You have 5 new cars. So I mentioned the Ferrari, Lamborghini, Porsche, BMW, and also, very important, the 2022 Audi GT3 Evo 2. We have the one with the Valentino Rossi livery already. Valentino Rossi Racing GTW World this season. So absolutely fantastic, guys. The car is awesome. If you were a fan of the Audi GT3 before, you will like this car even more. I don't think it's gonna be OP as BMW, because the BMW was having some issues when it released. Then it got fixed, so it's okay now. But I think the Audi is actually like approached very differently, and it's very similar to the previous one. But I would say the new Audi GT3 feels like combination of Audi and McLaren, you know, or something like that, because the new Audi feels really nice to drive. The most biggest difference, you have a massive rear wing now, you know, massive wang, and you have a different wheel, different dashboard in the car, and the most important, the car has completely rebuilt TC. It has 2 TCs now, the TC and TC slip for angle, and basically 2 TCs as the GT3 Ferrari, for example. And the good thing is it's way more stable, and the TC is way more smooth, because the biggest flaw on the old Audi in the game was like DC, you know. Now it's fixed. And yeah, and personally, I do think this is the biggest update for the game in terms of car. Obviously, people want tracks. I want tracks as well. Guys, we will get a tracks. They confirmed, the Kunos confirmed in the summer there's gonna be big track update. So right now we got 5 new cars, 4 different classes basically coming into the game now, or maybe 5 different classes overall, we can say, or 6 classes overall in the game right now. And we will get, who knows how many tracks we will get. So in the summer, so I assume July to August, somewhere around that time, we will get tracks. What tracks do you think we will get? Because it's confirmed by the screenshot, it's gonna be COTA, you know, the Circuit of the America. So I personally hope we will get American updates, so Circuit of the America, Watkins Glen, Sebring, Virginia, maybe Indianapolis or something like that. And I would really hope to get like Manicure, Valencia, you know, from Europe. That would be amazing, guys. Amazing. I personally think it's going to be at least 5 tracks. I think, personally. I have no idea, but I think. And why do I think this update is so important, guys? Because I feel like before it was all about GT3, people didn't want to race too much of multi-class with GT4 because the GT4 was really hard to drive. The BOP in GT4 was really bad as well. Like some cars were like super fast, super slow, and people didn't like it. But I think this will unlock completely different multi-class racing as well. Because first of all, you have the GT3, which is like the top, the fastest in the game. Then let's say 2-3 seconds right behind, you have the Ferrari Challenge, Super Trofeo, and Porsche, which are completely different speed per lap. Because guys, for example, Ferrari is the fastest car overall in the game, like on straights right now. It's like way faster than anything else. But because of how the car is built, it's way slower in the corners. You have to brake really early because it has so much power. You know, it's like in the corners, it's like something like GT4, but on the straights, it's like GT1, you know, it's so super fast. Then you have like Super Trofeo, Lamborghini, which I would say personally is very easy. It's like GT3, but a bit slower, like faster on the straight, but a bit slower in the corners. So it's not like a big gap, you know, it's not like a big gap when you go from GT3 to Super Trofeo. Then you have the Porsche Cup, which I think is insanely good. It's like the car as is rebuilt, it has like a lot of downforce, a lot of grip, and it has like a big snap, you know, like you have like a lot of grip in the corners, and then, you know, you get like a massive snap. So very nice car without a TC. And then obviously the BMW, the slowest car in the game right now, on a Monza, guys. Let's say 147 is like a GT3. 150, 51 is like the Ferrari Challenge, Lamborghini Super Trofeo, Porsche Cup. Then 156, 57 is GD4 on Monza. And this BMW is doing 206, you know? So it's like, it's a proper touring car, guys. It has 350 horsepower, 1600 kilo weight. So it's like, you have to brake sooner than GD3, but you're going like 30 kilometers slower, you know? So prepare for like proper racing. And thanks to like low fuel motorsport, SimGrid, RCI, Actual Vision, my community, for example, we're gonna definitely do like a single class leagues, because what we learned in the past like 3 months with my community, for example, the single class racing in this game is fantastic. And the slower cars you have, it's even better. So I think the BMW will be like super, super good, guys. Super, super good. And I think everyone will really appreciate the Audi GT3 Evo 2, because it's gonna be specific to drive and it's not easy, it's not hard. So I think everyone will like it. Everyone will like it, guys. Yeah, so let me know what you think about the new update. I absolutely, absolutely adore the new cars, guys. And I think thanks to like low fuel motorsport and like websites like this, we can have like a proper GT3 racing. And then we can have like same as in iRacing, for example, because if you go to iRacing on the website, guys, you can play Porsche Cup, Ferrari Cup, some, you know, like Mazdas and so on. And it's so nice to drive all these things. And I think in ACC right now, this is a game changer in the cars for like leagues, because every league right now has GT3, you know. Occasionally you have some special event with multi-class or GT4 league, but the GT4 leagues, as I said, are not very popular because the BOP is not very good there. But if you make it like a single class, yes, you know, yes. Even in multi-class, you know, if you drive GT3 and you will drive with the Porsche Cup, it's only 3 seconds per lap different. It's going to be really, really awesome. So, yeah, I can imagine like 80 cars on Spa, 40 GT3s, and like 40 Porsches, for example, or 40 Super Trofeos, or 40 Ferraris. How will you overtake the Ferrari on straight? So, yeah, guys, basically right now, you can choose from so many classes in like a single racing, you know, like single class racing. So we can have a league in GT3, GT4, Super Trofeo Lamborghini, Ferrari Challenge, BMW, and the Porsche Cup. And I think it's a big thing for ACC, and I cannot wait for the new tracks, guys. And I'm curious if you like the cars. I really hope they will be popular. I think, especially the Porsche, I think will be popular, the BMW as well. Ferrari as well, because it's so fast, so hard, because you have to like, it's so fast you have to like understand it, you know. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think, and see you guys on the track. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, by the way, for some awesome racing.